Hello peeps and hello peppers and welcome to Film Friday. I wanted to premiere a new tarot deck that I just purchased today, and actually I wanted to recite a film with tarot cards as story prompts that I have only seen once more than 10 years ago, but obviously it shaped my sea monster novel more than I thought. Even to the extent that the little kid can communicate with the sea monsters by whistling, like it is in my story. But basically, the story is differently made. Um, this scientist who has named a parasitic wasp after his ex-wife is supposed to prove or disprove, preferably prove, the existence of Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Ask for help from others. So yes, I think this is a good aspect. Like when he travels to Loch Ness, he needs to ask the locals, and he starts a love relation with a woman who is a little bit of a similar type to this one at a local inn. And of course, when he starts trying to tell the world about the Loch Ness monster, this woman gets pissed because the Loch Ness monster actually lives on its life being a secrecy. And then the scientist, sort of feels a little bit like a king in underpants. And one sentence that I still have in my ear that made me so sad is that the woman all of a sudden says that she goes to bed with all the mail-in visitors, and that's part of the service. I mean, of course that's sarcastic, but even thinking about this hurts me. And yeah, have I mentioned the film is called Loch Ness and it's from 1996. So we don't even have huge internet technologies, and of course the Nessies live cuddled up together in a underwater cave. Something? Does that sound familiar? Meow. Okay. Queen of Autumn, generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. So I would say the Nessies are not generous and stylish. According to Wikipedia, they are a hybrid of plesiosaurs and elasmosaurs. I don't know if those species could hybridize in real life. I don't even know if they lived at the same time. But my favorite water hybrid is the Narluga. The baby of a beluga and a narwhal. Yeah, we have a horn like a narwhal here, like the scepter. I think I've mentioned that multiple times before, that the narwhal's tooth looks sharp, but it's actually flexible and it has nerves. So maybe we should also talk about exploitation versus sensitivity when we see this card. And of course this card falls off right away. Let's say the film ends with a presentation that makes a joke of the scientist. And that's actually what I don't want to see in my graphic novel, because I want the sea monsters in my graphic novel to be a community purpose. And this is actually like the little child who communicates with the sea monsters. much of the coloring of this film is also a little bit reddish, and like mother and child have red hair. Like it's a little bit of a travel romance as well. But the sea monsters don't have red hair, so of course, then people will know that I haven't copied this movie. That's wonderful. Um, just kidding. My sea monster story is in a totally different style, but obviously, some points have landed in my subconscious. The King of Winter. I called my Barbie horse Winter King when I was a child. That was probably before 1996. I don't remember a bird in the Loch Ness film. But we can still talk about the owl, because the like barn owl is the slowest flyer in the bird kingdom, because it needs to be silent. Like the slowness enables it to be silent, and the Nessies are relatively silent. As said, they communicate with the little kid by a set of whistles. And I would still say my sea monsters are much more elaborate, because they have more communication challenges, channels, maybe also challenges, but okay, should I be so logically elitist to say that mammals are generally more intelligent than reptiles? Um, this is going to be like a really interesting 2 weeks now to kind of write the sea monster graphic novel like a film. I haven't found the Loch Ness film in complete length on the internet, but maybe you will be more lucky. Prince of Autumn, yeah, of course. Prince always stands for learning. Yeah, like the scientist has to learn that some things are better left alone. And of course, the film ends with a song by Rod Stewart. The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with the words "I love you" rolling off my tongue. And that has also been like a flagship for my writing process. Maybe some final card. As you might have seen on Instagram, like tomorrow, the real huge writing process is starting. And this is a person with a book here. So, Princess of Autumn, studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous. Yeah, that could be me for the next 2 weeks. So, check out my Instagram if you want to. That's basically the same name plus my middle name. And like related to this YouTube channel. And keep your fingers crossed that I can write this graphic novel by the inspiration of many films. Amen, or as the sea monster might say,